If you're wondering why I'm making this video, it's because I wanted to share my trip to Mexico City recently. Every time I travel somewhere, I always regret not vlogging my trip, my experience, and this was one of those trips where I was like, I need to do it. I've been to Mexico City a number of times within the past year and a half, I think. Every time I go, there's always so many fun things to see, so many good things to eat. The city always just has something going on. So when I filmed this video, I really didn't have any sort of goal or plan in mind. So a lot of the footage here is just me filming stuff and not being in the video or me not talking. So I definitely have to do a voiceover commentary style because I have so many thoughts about what I'm about to show you from my trip. So thank you so much for watching. And here we go. So we did end up taking an overnight flight from TJ to Mexico City. Friday, we left around 2:30 a.m. It was cute. It was fun. We always fly with Aeromexico. They always just have really good service there. And this flight was not too turbulent. I don't like flying very much, but I know that it's something I gotta do just to get to where I need to go. So every time I fly, I always kind of have like a series of emotions going on. Throughout the whole flight, I was super tired. I had just worked earlier that previous day. It was really catching up to me, the amount of sleep I needed. So I did sleep on that flight. That was about no less than 3 hours. During this time of the year, it tends to be a little bit more rainy, so we did have some turbulence here and there, which is something that I hate absolutely, but I was so tired that it didn't really matter at all. So our main goal for this trip was to basically just visit family, also check out a couple of wedding venues because we were possibly interested in having our wedding there. So the trip was literally just the weekend. We didn't really have too much time to do anything crazy or elaborate, so we really just hit the ground running with this one. And getting off the flight was very easy as well. We ended up taking a shuttle to the terminal where the baggage claim is, and we were able to grab our bag super easy, no problem. And like I said, we were visiting family, so Peter's dad picked us up, and they live in the city, so it's not too far away from the airport. We got to the house, settled in, I put a little bit of makeup on and got ready for the day because we already had a few things lined up that day.
Se compró una nueva cámara, Diana, que puedes grabar.
¿Mande?
¿A poco? Está preciosa. Puedes traerla. Puedes traerla en la calle, puedes traerla en todos lados. ¿Verdad?
¿La compraste ahorita para grabar ahorita?
Sí, para estar grabando acá.
When we do visit Mexico City, food is definitely a priority, so being able to eat a home-cooked meal from his aunt and his family was really special and super good.
Taquito and chipotle.
Get off me.
Oh!
Okay. Two of the places that we had lined up this day were visiting two possible wedding venues. The first one being a location called Casa Sadi, and the other one was Casa Jarana. These are two places that we both found online, of course. As you know, we live in the US, so anything that we find wedding related in Mexico City is definitely going to be found online or just social media in general. What I really liked about Casa Sadi was just the home element that it had to it. I guess it was built in 1905 as a home, so you do get that feel that you're in someone's space. One thing I do like about visiting Mexico City is that there's so many plants and greenery, even though it is in the city. I really like this location, but it did feel a little bit away from like some busy streets. It's just kind of like, not too much going on compared to others that I've seen before. The staff was super nice, very gracious, and letting us see the space in general. And next up was visiting Casa Jarana, which was definitely a special place, a very good mix of industrial and organic. The fact that it's 2 stories really makes everything look open, and the, glass ceiling also brings in so much light. There's also a balcony, but just like the venue before, the staff here was super nice, very informative, let us know all the things that were possible for this space. I really liked this location because they did offer food tasting, which was so good. The chef was super sweet. What we had that day was literally like just scratching the surface is how many things that they can offer with their menu. So we did just do appetizers. There was a caprese salad, taquitos with potato, the prosciutto, fig, and mozzarella was the most popular one. We also had empanadas, but I don't remember what was inside of it. So the next morning, we decided to walk over to the Tianguis that is near Peter's aunt's house. And we always like to go to this specific place to get guayaba juice, which is so good. They make it fresh, and they have a whole bunch of other things that they can make there, like smoothies and all that stuff. Then once we got our juice, we decided to get a little bit of food. There is me and little Diego just waiting for our food.
Di algo.
So obviously this place did not disappoint. I ordered the tlacoyo with tinga, which is really good. And Peter was able to get some footage of the cooks working their magic. Obviously, they have so many things that you can order. We just ordered something very simple. This day was a day where we just wanted to explore a little bit, visit some trendy spots. So we did go home for a little bit, let our food digest, and decided that we were going to head over to this neighborhood called Condesa. And it's a really walkable area. You can visit a lot of shops, art places, restaurants, bars even. So this is definitely a touristy type of area. Another thing I love about Mexico City is that there are so many little parks, little walking areas for people to just, get some fresh air, to relax, get some sunlight, but also not get hot because those parks have a lot of trees and shade where you can just chill out. So just on the whim, I ended up finding a popular place called Mendel. It is a delicatessen style eatery, lots of options as far as their menu goes. Very cute, very trendy. There's a couple areas that you can eat at. I really liked the atrium style area that you can eat at. We weren't able to sit over there. There's also a walk-up area. If you didn't want to eat at the restaurant, you can actually just walk right up and grab a coffee.
Careful with the loader everywhere.
And we were actually walking a lot of walking. And around this time, it was starting to get a little bit cloudy. It wasn't until we visited the Angel of Independence that it immediately, like as soon as we climbed up on that thing, it started, like, I remember it vividly. I was standing there and all of a sudden, boop, right on my forehead, I felt a raindrop and I was like, oh crap, it's gonna rain. And then it started raining. We were able to find a little bit of shade and trees to get under, and then it was just downpouring, and it was like that for the rest of the day. So it did cut our plans a little bit short. We had to grab an Uber to get back to our car, which was fine, but it was definitely not something we expected. Did not plan for it at all. We didn't even have jackets. So then after the Uber, Peter was pretty hungry, so we decided to just drive a little bit to Coyoacan, and we went to a little kind of eatery type of place and just decided to get something super simple and then go home. I got a quesadilla with potatoes and a little Coke. I'm not sure what Peter got, but he was going to town on his food. So, and then we ended up getting something sweet. I got a flan, which was so good. So that evening, we just ended up going home. It had been raining for the rest of the night, so it just gave us a little bit more time to kind of chill out, relax, decompress. And then the next morning, we woke up bright and early. Peter's cousin wanted to take us to this restaurant. It's called Madre Cafe. Super cute, delicious place. We were able to try these pastries that I guess are pretty popular at that location. I'll put a couple pictures up so you could see, but they were so good. They had like Greek yogurt filling. It was so fresh, so like light and airy. It was so delicious. And then today was another day where we kind of were just exploring the area. So this area, Roma Norte, is also super popular, very touristy. You will find a lot of trendy places here. So we did take a little walk around, just enjoying the day. It was super nice in the morning. And we did not grab anything from here, but I still wanted to see it in person. It was a place that I had seen on TikTok so many times. It was called Panaderia Rosetta. But all of the foods are so gorgeous, very beautifully made, tasty, and worth a shot if you've never been there. So yes, walking around, seeing lots of parks, just being able to talk, catch up with family was really just a great element of this part of the trip. And then we did come across another place that Peter's cousin recommended. It was really good, and we actually had to wait till it opened, and it was called Gran Cantina Filomeno. Honestly, it looks like very authentic, very like old saloon style, place, but apparently it's very new, like it opened not too long ago. And here we really just were catching up. We grabbed some drinks, a couple apps, and decided to just hang out. And we had such a good time that we stayed for a few hours. We had planned to go to see the wrestling matches, so we just decided to kill some time here. So once we were done there, we did decide to go to one more place, just very briefly. It was called Blanco Colima, and it was very posh, very gorgeous, very stunning. So the next thing to do on our schedule was go see some lucha libre. So we went to Arena Mexico, and it was absolutely packed. It was my first time seeing something like this, so I was very intrigued and super invested and ready to just see show and have some fun.
Toda una sorpresa que nos espera en cada una de sus presentaciones. Pues así, mejorando cada vez su estilo, llega la ruta de los encordados.
And I don't normally drink beer, but I did have a beer here. I was going for the vibes. And lastly, to end this night, we decided to get some delicious food at Tacos El Vilcito. I had been here before and their food is just so good, so yummy, so tasty, delicious, iconic. What I like in particular to order is their al pastor. With a large party, we were able to get an amazing seat. So obviously I was able to see the cooks kind of do their thing. Here is Homeboy making a torta. And lastly, for the final day of being in Mexico City, I unfortunately didn't film just because we just quickly ate breakfast and hung out with Peter's dad before we left. So there really wasn't too much going on, but you know, we got back to TJ and made it back to San Diego just fine. So yes, I had a really great time in Mexico City. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I really do want to start creating more videos for this channel, get back into the swing of things and creating videos and editing and things like that. So if you do have any suggestions on the type of videos that you'd like to see from me, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.